Some alien ripoffs are very subtle, while others are a little more blatant. And then there's The Terror Within. The Terror Within is a 1989 sci-fi horror film from director Thierry Knotts. The movie begins sometime in the future. A deadly virus has wiped out 99% of humanity, and somehow has also turned the planet into a desolate wasteland. Tarantulas, bugs, lizards, and bunnies! Survivors have been living in underground bunkers with dwindling supplies. 2 scouts are searching for the previous scouting party. They find a snake, They catch the snake to bring home because that's good eating. Back at the Mojave lab, this equipment has lots of lights and buttons, so clearly it's high-tech. Sue is sleeping on the job. The scouts inform the base they caught a snake.
We bagged a rattlesnake.
Great, get another one and we can have a barbecue. Remember it. Tastes like chicken.
I've had snake and yeah, it tastes like chicken, but why is that funny? David makes some coffee and fills it with as much spray creamer as possible. Sue then drinks an obviously empty cup. Just then, George Kennedy arrives to act the hell out of this scene. This is Hal. He's the boss. He's also a bit on edge after that Nordberg incident. The scouting team report they're being attacked by a gargoyle and they're dead.
Michael? John?
I need to know if snake tastes like chicken. David, Sue, and the best character in the whole movie, Butch, go to look for the missing party, who went missing looking for the previously missing party. They go out through this secret hatch underneath an old shed. Neil is having a really hard time soldering while Hal is standing 3 inches away. Neil and Andre decide it's a good time to get drunk on the job. David and Sue see some buzzards and look through the Viewmaster. Ooh, ah. They then find the corpses of both scouting parties. Oh, he loved that helicopter. They venture into the Cave of Death. Hal wants Neil and Andre to go investigate the cave, but Andre pusses out. Linda then steps up to go in his place. Just then, not Lara Croft is running full tilt from a gargoyle. Butch then also chases after her. I love how they added all these vicious dog barks to a clearly happy doggy. Oh wait, he decides now to load his crossbow? Sue stops him from shooting the girl. They catch up to her and get her to calm down. David and Sue return with the survivor. She's covered in dirt and blood, so Neil immediately starts hitting on her.
Hi, my name's Neil.
Although now that they brought the girl back to the bunker, the gargoyles found where they were hiding.
Hello!
David talks to Hal.
They're without the vaccine.
Well, it's not important, Hal. The point is, if she can survive out there, we can survive out there.
Natural immunity? Conspiracy theory. Linda discovers the girl is pregnant.
She's been exposed to the plague, and she's gotten pregnant. It means there's still a chance for us out there.
What do you think, Big Ape?
She can make a baby.
David and Andre go to repair the broken camera. The gargoyle has other plans. They set up a microphone and run away. Later that day, Sue and David are talking about the pregnant girl, which of course gets her in the mood for lovin'. Sue goes to see Karen, who isn't happy about being pregnant. They get a call from the Rocky Mountain lab, telling them that they've had a few hundred gargoyle attacks. Linda calls a meeting to announce something very concerning.
Last night, she was 3 months pregnant. This morning, when I checked her, I'd swear she's 7 or 8 months along.
So, humans are turning into possums? Linda says there's something obviously abnormal going on, and they have to terminate. Later that day, it's time for fetus deletus. They try to remove the fetus, but, I feel like I've seen this before. So the demon gargoyle fetus is now in the air vents. Looks like Karen didn't make it. They gather some weapons to hunt the gargoyle. The guys build a flamethrower and Linda builds a frickin' laser beam. Is it such a good idea to destroy a fire extinguisher? especially after the guys just built a flamethrower. They break up into teams to hunt the gargoyle baby. David goes forward with Butch, while Andre stays behind. Naturally, he now encounters the fully grown gargoyle. And he's dead. Oh, that monster would probably look better with less lighting. The gargoyle then attacks David. Sue then goes to help David. Butch rescues David and draws the monster away. Oh no, not Butch! Thankfully, he's just injured. Neil gets killed and the monster kidnaps Sue. Linda joins up with David and Hal. They find the gargoyle doing very bad things to Sue. Now I get to see another monster's O-face. Ew. Hal distracts it so the others can get away. And now he's dead. Linda patches up Sue, while David tends to Butch. Don't worry, Sue, everything's going to be fine. Except you're now pregnant. So now they try to figure out if she's pregnant with David's baby or the monster baby. All they really need to do is wait till tomorrow to find out. They try to convince her it's David's baby, but she knows that something's wrong. Well, there is a thing called mother's intuition. David loads up on moonshine while looking at random lights on the computer. David goes to fix a broken air vent. Then it farts at him. I did not alter this. Linda finds Sue. Turns out she knew she was having a monster baby and decided to take matters into her own hands. Linda does the surgery and turns out that Sue was right. So now Linda, David, and Butch are the last survivors. Linda noticed that the gargoyle hates high-pitched sounds. She suggests they use Butch's dog whistle to annoy it. David's hunting the monster. The monster starts a fire. Boy, I bet you still wish you had that fire extinguisher. David fights the monster, and it doesn't go so well. David then sprays him with some bad kitty and gets away. David crawls into the supply room and builds a MacGyver trap to get the monster. Once again, he fails. The monster mounts David. Uh-oh. Linda comes in and gives him a good whack. Lasers don't work, arrows don't work, but a few swings from a mop handle seem to be this thing's kryptonite. Now that Linda knocked out the monster, David barbecues it and then hits it with a rubber crowbar. Then a good old-fashioned movie cliche kicks in. David is making sure that the monster is super dead, but Linda stops him. They do this in so many movies. Look, you don't know that this thing isn't dead. Keep swinging until it's floor jelly. Anyway, there's 15 minutes left in the movie. Of course it's not dead! They leave and the monster immediately starts reinflating itself. Oh, good grief. Alright, now they're ripping off aliens. They quickly then devise a plan straight out of the end of the Terminator. They lure it into this vent, where they shred it with a giant fan. Is that a fan or a garbage disposal? Just then, they're contacted by the Rocky Mountain Lab. They escape to the outside and find a bunch of gargoyles are headed to the base. So they blow it up. Kaboom! All of our loved ones are dead! David, Linda, and Butch then head to the Rocky Mountain Lab. Although they have minimal supplies, and it's an 1,800-mile journey. I don't think they're going to make it. I guess we'll find out in The Terror Within 2. The Terror Within was made for Roger Corman's Concord Pictures and was released on January 20th, 1989. Corman's no stranger to making alien knockoffs, but this is one of the later ones. It was released almost 10 years after Alien hit theaters. When I say it ripped off Alien, I wasn't kidding. While the location and the theme were different, a base on Earth during a viral outbreak instead of a ship in space, there are numerous things that are the same. The small team almost exactly mimics the team from Alien. The same locations, the monster's rapid growth, and some scenes are almost identical. Still, it's a ridiculously fun movie that's just trying to be entertaining. Andrew Stevens played David. An actor with almost 100 credits to his name, he eventually moved on to producing and directing. As it turns out, The Terror Within 2 was his directorial debut. Terry Trias played Linda. I kept looking at her and I knew I recognized her from something but couldn't figure out what. then realized she was Kathy on one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Alienation. This was the first film directed by Thierry Knotts. He only directed 3 other films: Watchers 2, Fortunes of War, and Goodbye America. The Terror Within is a corny Alien knockoff. It's some good Saturday afternoon B-movie enjoyment. It's got a solid pace, good gore, and my only real complaint is that the monster's overlit. I don't think it looks bad, but it doesn't exactly look good. However, with some better shadows that would have hid the imperfections, I think that would have made it creepier. While I'm surprised at some of the characters who did die, especially the way that they died, I'm very happy that they didn't kill the dog. Although it seems that Butch was Andrew Stevens' dog in real life. So of course he wouldn't want him to die in the movie. Looks like Butch is back in part 2. Good doggy.
Remember it. Tastes like chicken.